What's up, guys? It's me, Jay, back from Autism Hood Media with another quick video. Today's video, we're going to talk about autism and transitions, like transitioning from anything from one activity to the next, or just transitioning, from different things. Like my son, for example, he has a hard time transitioning from one thing to the next. And it can be anything. It can be transitioning from morning to afternoon, then from afternoon to evening, or it can be, transitioning from the weekend going into the week, or it can be the seasons, going from spring to summer to fall to winter, that type of stuff. And like right now, it's the end of the school year, right? So he's getting ready to end school. Like school's gonna be over in 2 weeks. So for the last month, I've been prepping him basically every day, getting him prepared to go from being in school every day to being on summer break. Now, we're lucky because my son gets what's called extended school year services, which means when school ends, he'll still go to school for a couple days a week for a couple hours a day. And he'll do that for 6 weeks until, once school ends, then he'll go for an additional 6 weeks for a couple hours a day, a couple days a week. And this is all written up in his IEP to help him transition from school till summer. Because if he just goes from school straight into summer with no kind of plan or no kind of anything, it's gonna be problems, like real problems, like meltdowns and crying all the time and confusion and screaming and all kinds of stuff. So we have to put a plan in order to slowly transition him from school into summer. And it also helps him to stay current on whatever he is learning in school, so it doesn't like slip to the back of his mind, or he just doesn't forget about it completely. So extended school year is what we're doing, and it's great. Now, the whole transition thing though is just rough because we're coming out of wintertime and now we're in springtime and it's gonna be summer next month. So like I've been trying to explain to him, and I've been doing this for years and years and years with the weather, the seasons, So getting him to understand that it's springtime and next month is gonna start summer, and then you're gonna be on summer vacation, and then all that. So we're working on that right now. Now, usually in the summers before, my son would go to a day camp, a summer camp, day camp program. Like they would pick him up in the morning, and he would go all day, and they would drop him off in the afternoon. And it was pretty much like school, but it was just camp. Now, he didn't do that last year because of the pandemic. And he could go this year, but we're in a new neighborhood, and we're in a new school system, and everything's still kind of new to us out here. So we made the decision, me and his teachers and everything, when we did the IEP, we all came to agreement that, because everything's still new, just keep everything out here for now. No need to confuse him anymore. No need to send him far away to camp and all that for a day and to come back, and it would just be too much. So the extended school year is what we're gonna do, and add on a couple of therapies, outside of school, like a couple of therapies. I'll take him to the therapy place and he can get OT, speech, and we're gonna try to do some music therapies and that kind of stuff. So kind of like fill up his summer and still give him plenty of room to do whatever he wants to do. I don't want to keep him busy 24/7 with just schoolwork and therapies. I want him to, be able to take him outside and let him ride his bike and, walk around, go get ice cream, go to the playground, play, all that kind of stuff. Stuff kids should do in the summertime, right? I don't think kids should sit up in the house and do schoolwork and therapies and, be on TV and watch video games all day. I know some kids do, that's fine, I guess. My son, for one, he doesn't watch television, he doesn't play video games, and he only gonna want to do so much therapy, so I just have to put together some kind of schedule to get him together for the summertime and, just help make the transition from being at school every day to being at home, and all I've really been doing is just talking to him, explaining things to him, how it's gonna go, what we're gonna do in the summertime, when school's gonna end, what day is it gonna end, what are you gonna do at the last day of school, like all this, right? And as far like I don't use picture charts, nothing like that, because we got tons of those things, picture charts and all kind of social stories, picture boards, all that. None of it works for us. Like when it's just me and him and I'm trying to explain things to him, the only thing that really works with us, me and him one-on-one, is just talking and explaining things to him over and over and over and over and over and over until it just is burned into his brain or whatever, but that's how I've been, working with the transition. It's just basically just keep telling him the plans, the summer plans. Like that's why I've been spending all this time hooking up therapies, figuring out the extended school year schedule, just trying to figure out all the schedules so I can get everything scheduled. So then when he asks me what's going to be going on, I can have a solid plan to tell him. And I can be like, okay, on this day, we're going to go here. Then on this day, we're going to be doing this. And on this day, we're going to be doing this. And on this day, we're going to be doing this. And then that way, the more information I get and put together, the more information I can give him to help him, kind of get himself into the mind state of what we're going to be doing. Because with my son, it's extremely important for him to know what's going to happen all the time. Even when he's doing one thing, he wants to know what's going to be going on next. So like he could literally be doing one activity, but as he's doing that activity, he's not really focused on the activity because he's thinking about what they're going to be doing next. You see what I'm saying? So the more information I can come up with to put a schedule together, the more information I can keep giving him. And the more he knows about what's going to be going on in the summer and what we're going to be doing and where we're going to be going. And, I got to come up with like all kind of information. Like I got to find out when he start, before he even goes to therapy, I got to try to find out the therapist's name so I can tell him we're going to be going to see so-and-so for therapy on this day at this time. Figure out all the stuff for extended school year, the teachers, everything down to the bus driver, the number of the bus, like every detail. The more details I have about the summer schedule, the more I can tell him, and the easier it's going to be to ease him into the schedule. Because every time I tell him something about the schedule, I can see he gets excited because he's finding out what's going to be going on. So every time I get a piece of information or every time I put something in place, I tell him, I give him that information, and then he puts that information in place where he needs it to be to put things together. And the more information I get, the more information I give him, the better picture I paint for him and the better picture he could put together for himself. And it's just all about getting information, putting together the schedules, and so I can tell him exactly what he's going to be doing. And that way, it kind of cuts down on the anticipation of what's going to be going on. And luckily, we get the extended school year, so he only has to stay home for a week after school is out, and then his extended school year schedule will start. And then that goes for 6 weeks. And then after the 6 weeks, he'll just have outside therapy for the month after that, and then he goes back to school in the fall. So as far as like all the preparation and getting things together and getting information, I've been on this for months now. I've been had him signed up for therapies and all this stuff for months already. And now it's time to start, like I said, gathering all the information now, getting everything put together, getting the schedules and all that. And hopefully everything goes as planned. And because next week is his last week of school. So hopefully everything goes as planned and I can get this schedule together and give him a clear picture of what he's going to be doing, and we'll get on with the summer. So as far as like the only advice I could really give somebody as far as like transition is, in our case, getting as much information as possible about the next activity or the next situation or whatever is going to be coming up, whatever transition they're going to be making. In our case, as long as I can get as much information about the transition as possible and give him as many details and give him as much information as I possibly can about what he's going to be doing or where he's going to be going or what's going to be happening, the smoother it goes for us. Now, I understand this ain't going to work for all autistic kids. I understand that. I wouldn't even expect it to. Like this works for my son. And I don't know, maybe somebody will watch this video that has a son like mine and they can try it. Maybe it'll work for them. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll backfire, make things worse. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I do with my son. And he's 12 and I've been doing this, raising him for 10 years. Over 10 years now by myself. So I'm just sharing with you guys my experience and what I do and how things turn out. So that's what we're working on now, is transition and getting much information, putting schedules together. And that's what we're working on now, and that's that. So this is my video on that. And I don't know, if you like what I do or you like my videos or whatever, give it a thumbs up, the like button, that'll help out. Subscribe, share the video all over your social media, wherever you have social media at. Copy the link, paste it in your autism groups, your special need groups, Instagram, Twitter. If you got a website, put it on your website, whatever you want to do. Help a brother out, man. Get it out so I can get the likes up, subs up, and all that kind of stuff. I got a website, autismhoodmedia.com. That's where I have links to, I have YouTube videos up there. I have a bunch of pictures, my son and stuff. I have links to my Teespring store. Go there and buy some merch. Links to both of my blogs, coffee blogs. Go there, read my blogs, watch my videos, listen to my podcast, all from autismhoodmedia.com. So go to autismhoodmedia.com. You can watch my videos. You got links to go watch my videos, links to my blogs, to read my blogs, links to my podcast, listen to my podcast, links to my store to go buy some merch. Other links, just like community links. I got links to get help with housing. I got links if you just want to find out what autism is. I got links about therapy, all kinds of different things. So you can go there, check it out, look around. If you want to, you can donate straight through the website to Autism Hood Media, or you can hit up my coffee blogs and donate through there, buy a couple coffees or whatever, and show your support and just, enjoy life, go out, have some fun, don't stress too much, try not to worry about too much, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. All right, peace.